19,998, only 2 subscribers away from reaching the 20,000 mark. And you can see this steady up climb in the last 28 days. And you can see your hard work paid off. Publishing more helped your channel get 55% more views than usual. And I always climb a little during the Easter season. And then we just peak back up, and you can see this Dominic Debbie Reynolds video on the Singing Nun keeps getting thousands of views. It's over 4 million views. But you can see the next thing is the Lord's Prayer, learning it in Aramaic through song. And right after that comes just repeating it and memorizing it, as a line is said in Aramaic, and then you memorize it and repeat it and recite it back. So this is what's going on. It is the Lord's Prayer primarily in Aramaic that not only hundreds now, but thousands are learning, because when they go from here to here, they definitely have committed to learn it completely. And what you can see here is that I've led out with the Lord's Prayer. They can hear it playing. They can watch it moving. And 150,000 people who viewed this. And then there's more people that have committed to actually learn the entire prayer. And I get notifications on it all the time. Here it is, 20,000 subscribers. I barely clicked on and it said 19,999 and it slid right up to 20,000, like 2 subscribers in a row. So we've hit the 20,000 subscribers. It was just on 19,998. Then it goes right up to that 19,999, and then shoo, barely for a moment was it 999. It just went straight to 20,000. And here we go forward into 2024 with way more. And so here we go. And when you get your first 10,000 subscribers, YouTube sends you this congratulations to your email. Paul Siddall, whoa, you have 10,000 fans. Just think about that. 10,000 people love your videos and support what you're all about. Now share the news and celebrate this awesome moment together. Thanks, the YouTube team. So that's pretty awesome right there. And now you're at the 20,000. So it's, whoa, you have 20,000 fans. Just think about that. 20,000 people love your videos and support what you're all about. Now share the news and celebrate this awesome moment together. Thanks to YouTube team. And this actually happened a ways back in 1976, my last year of high school in which I was graduating. I was in photography class, and I was asked by Mr. Anderson, our teacher, to head up the bicentennial film from 1776 to 1976 and put together, go to the library, get all the photos and everything, and do a presentation just about 10 minutes long of the first 200 years of our country. Well, I came back in the fall and I find out we had won. We won the state award, and I was so shocked, surprised, and so somewhere in there, there was some early training in my life to do future videos. That's what I'll say. And thank you, Mr. Anderson. I would say that part of my philosophy when it comes to the YouTube channel has to do with 1 Corinthians 9:18 through 22, in which the Apostle Paul says that he has become all things to all men, and that he is not charged whatsoever for this gospel. So out of the 20,000 subscribers, I have never made a cent, not one single penny, that the gospel might be offered free of charge. Freely you have received, freely give. And so it says here, what is my reward then? That when I preach the gospel, I may present the gospel of Christ without charge, that I may not lose nor abuse my authority in the gospel. For though I am free from all men, I have made myself a servant to all, that I might win the more. And to the Jews I became as a Jew, that I might win the Jews. To those who are under the law, as one under the law, that I might win those who are under the law. To those who are without the law, as without the law, that I might win those who are without the law. To the weak I became as weak, that I might win the weak. I have become all things to all men, that I might by all means save, sozo, some, which that word can mean healed or bring people into wholeness, is that word if you'll look it up. And so that's what I've done. I become all things to all men, that I might bring some into wholeness by all means. I'll never bring everybody, but some will reach that wholeness in which they feel healed inside of their soul. The premise in which I've worked is that I figured if I felt something was anointed, whether it was a song or whether it was a sermon, then maybe somebody else would feel the same way too. So I share that song or I share that sermon. One of those sermons is E.V. Hill, the sermon he preached at his wife's funeral, which I now have almost 50,000 views on that. People get touched by that sermon. I know I did. And that's why I passed it on to other people. And I learned who Epimenides is. I learned who wrote "In Him we live and move and have our being," which was not my words, but the words of a high priest of Zeus in Athens. You see, I learned what their lingo was, and I used their lingo to win a few.